people with great passion.
Make the impossible happen.
Creativity is thinking up new things.
Innovation is doing new things.
With collaboration, innovation is amplified.
And integrity leads our thoughts and actions.
We are
Yeah.
City.
City University of Seattle.
These four Enactus values embody our team.
As proven by winning the first ever Enactus Values Award.
These values inspire us to tackle global issues.
Single-use plastic, homelessness, and air pollution.
Collaborating with companies like Alaska Airlines and T-Mobile.
Applying entrepreneurial leadership, innovation, and business principles.
To benefit people, planet, and prosperity.
This was how we were until 3 months ago. When COVID-19 hit Seattle, all our hard work came to a grinding halt.
We were the first state in America to experience the novel coronavirus and were advised to stay at home. As the situation escalated, we were quarantined.
Our team saw this as an opportunity to help with the crisis as well as to make a difference in the community.
Before we get to that, we would like to share with you the story of one of our most impactful projects, and then the story of how we pivoted to help the vulnerable cope during this trying time.
Can you imagine cooking like this every day? This is a life of 3 billion people worldwide. 40% of the world's population cooks like this, and it is causing eye problems, skin burns, lung diseases, and cancer.
Carbon emissions released from the household fires are accelerating the effects of climate change. Every year, 4 million deaths and 25% of black carbon emissions are caused by open fire cooking.
We have been working on this global problem for 4 years with our own Clean Cook stove and made major strides this year.
Our redesigned stove is a gasifier stove with no carbon dioxide emissions that can use agricultural waste pellets as fuel.
Last spring, we collaborated with Hands for Peacemaking, a non-profit organization working in Guatemala. They manufacture stoves that use wood.
However, using wood for a clean stove not only creates smoke, but also results in deforestation. In addition to that, in the hills of Guatemala villages, tree removal caused landslide destruction.
Hands for Peacemaking wanted to produce our stove as an option at a fraction of the US cost.
We experienced the carbon dripping from the ceiling with babies sleeping nearby a smoky open fire. We tested our stove in a village in Guatemala to get feedback from a need assessment with the villagers on our stove.
Based on the test results, we modified it to have a pellet feeder to make it more functional and last longer.
After conducting research, we found a pelletizer. We raised funds to purchase it and send it to Guatemalan village.
Training the villagers on the pelletizer got held up with the virus situation. Our plan is to train the villagers in making pellets and using them as fuel to operate our stove for clean cooking.
The business model is for the pallet makers to upcharge the pallets to pay incrementally for the stove. In about 6 months, we will report our outcomes.
Our Green Energy Center project solves many problems: reducing carbon emissions, improving health, reducing deforestation, and using agricultural waste as fuel instead of wood for open fire cooking.
But most of all, the children in Guatemala will have a better life.
While we continued to expand the impact of our stove, we needed to plan for the future. This year, in our annual planning meeting, we decided to tackle another global issue: single-use plastic.
According to the United Nations Environment Program, 400 million tons of plastic are produced every year worldwide. 79% of the plastic waste ever produced now sits in landfills, dumps, or in the environment. About 12% has been burned and only 9% has been recycled.
We approached the single-use plastic in 2 projects. One was single-use cups. After a needs assessment with Seattle Public Utilities and 2 startups, we knew we had to find an industry target that had a closed-loop system and use a large quantity of single-use cups. Airlines was our answer.
We met at the Alaska Airlines corporate headquarters and discovered that they were using an astonishing 85 million plastic cups a year. Our team planned to conduct a pilot on one flight to save 228 cups per flight.
Another project was to promote the idea of less plastic usage. We also encourage people to bring their own water bottles and refill them before they fly. Alaska Airlines was excited about our project, but then
COVID-19 wrecked the airline industry.
Another project team worked on reducing plastic bags. We talked to customers and realized plastic or traditional reusable bags can be washed, but you can wash t-shirts.
We created Shari as an initiative to upcycle used t-shirts and transform them into washable, fashionable, and portable grocery bags.
we partnered with Goodwill Industries, who donated unwanted t-shirts to us. Our plan is to sell shirty bags this summer.
We did not retreat, we innovated. We transformed shirty into face masks. Our team started producing face masks out of hundreds of t-shirts donated by our partner Goodwill.
These masks provide protection for vulnerable populations. We have worked getting jobs for people experiencing homelessness for 8 years, so we knew it was an ignored market with great needs.
While not as effective as a medical mask, in our research, we found that t-shirts can provide protection, are comfortable to wear, and are washable and reusable. We created our project a month before the CDC suggested that everyone should wear masks.
Since we do not know who of us is infected, masks can help, and we can keep the medical-grade masks for our healthcare workers that need it the most. We targeted those groups in need that were ignored.
We donated a total of 500 masks to homeless shelters in late March and early April. Commercial mask supply disappeared and they were desperate to protect their staff.
The manager of Mary's Place, a family shelter, said this.
Hi, City University Enactus. It's Amanda from Mary's Place Regrade Family Shelter. We just wanted to take a moment and thank you for providing those amazing shirty masks to our families. Protective supplies like these have been so hard to find, and our staff and families are so very grateful. This extra level of protection has really helped us stay safe and healthy in this uncertain time. We appreciate all of you so much. So thank you, City University Enactus.
We were on our way to enable 1,000 more masks. We expanded sharing masks by advocating for more masks and created 2 videos and a pattern to encourage more mask production. It worked.
As a result, 10 neighbors donated sewing machines and additional supplies, and 4 more are producing masks.
Plus, we are proud of spreading shirty masks around the globe and nation. We collaborated with Australia, Brazil, and US teams to start the project in their own cities. And we have received at least 4,000 social media impressions and an article in GeekWire that reaches 1 million readers a month.
With Shirty, we are helping to make the world a better place. With our Shirty bags, we help fight climate change by reducing waste and promoting upcycling.
And with sharing masks, we are supporting vulnerable populations during this hard time by providing a layer to protect themselves from the exposure of this aggressive virus.
COVID-19 has been devastating, but these faces show we are making a real difference.
We're tackling the biggest issues of our time that address UN SDG goals.
Climate change,
Plastic waste,
And now protecting lives.
This year, we're bringing 30 stoves to Guatemala to 30 families with better air quality and a cooking solution.
1,500 masks equals thousands protected.
innovation,
Collaboration.
Passion,
Integrity,
is the perfect formula to unite us
and develop entrepreneurial, scalable, and sustainable projects for the benefit of our community and environment.
But most of all, we had teamwork to rise up during these difficult times and show that we are
physically apart, yet
more
more
united
united
than
than
ever.
ever.